right
70.
time. 70, yeah. It's been a little bit. What made now the right time to sign a deal and be here?
I was dealing with a lot of things in my personal life, and some things improved a little bit where I felt like I could fully be all in here with the guys. Had a great conversation with Mike throughout the entire process and Omar. But it's good to get that done and get behind us.
Aaron, why was the Steelers the right fit for you?
I think it starts with Mike Tomlin. I mean, I've been a fan of his for a long time. There's a few iconic franchises in the NFL. I played for one of them for 18 years. This is another one of those. There's something special about, obviously, this area. So many great quarterbacks are from Pittsburgh. I feel like Pittsburgh has been a part of my career from the beginning. Playing for Mike McCarthy for 13 years, having Tommy Clements, depending on how old you are, as my quarterback coach forever, Don Capers, Kevin Green, Darren Perry, Ben McAdoo, Frank Signetti, Luke Getsy. I don't want to forget anybody, but a lot of Yinzers in my life.
You had said a week ahead of the draft you were leaving all options open, including retiring. How clear-cut was it in your mind as you went through the process that you were going to play here?
I wouldn't say it was super clear-cut. I didn't want to shortchange the guys and be, sign, but be elsewhere mentally or physically. So until I could be here and be all in, I needed to take care of my business.
What was your message to the team today?
I'm going to keep that between me and the guys.
Kim Hayward talked on his podcast this morning about how important it would be to bring
This morning?
This morning.
Yeah, no, nice.
But he talked about the leadership that you could bring to the offensive side of the ball and how that'll be very important. How much of that was the conversation when you first talked to the team about what you can be as a leader?
Well, I think I just want to be a servant leader here and just pass on the knowledge that I have with 20 years, the experience, and just try and fit in with the guys, get to know them, let them get to know me, and just enjoy the process. Everything's new. It's like the first day of school. I don't know a lot of guys' names. They don't have names on the back of the jerseys here. They don't have names on the doors in the meeting room. So I literally walk out of the locker room lost, try and grab somebody. Hey, where am I going? But I'll get the feel of it, and I'm excited about making this home.
Aaron, at this point in your life, why do you still want to play?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like I don't need it for my ego. I don't need it to keep playing. A lot of decisions that I've made over my career and life from strictly the ego, even if they turn out well, are always unfulfilling. But the decisions made from the soul are usually pretty fulfilling. So this was a decision that was best for my soul. And I felt like being here with Coach T and the guys they got here and the opportunity here was the best for me. And I'm excited to be here.
Aaron, is it different physically being almost 2 years out from the Achilles as it was opposed to one?
Yeah, I'm 41, so body feels different than it did at 25, but I feel better. I feel good last year. I worked really hard. It was a tough couple of years, getting hurt and then rehabbing for a year to get back, but I feel good.
Aaron, kind of along those lines, after the way things unfolded last year, what do you feel like is different about this organization and about you physically, mentally, that will lead to more success here?
I'm not gonna take any shots at my previous organization. If that's what you're trying to get me to do. I'm just going to talk about these guys. I like the opportunity here. I like the feel with the guys. I like how Mike T has been in the meetings. Tom Arth and I have known each other since 2006. He was in my quarterback room our first off season together. Still has the prettiest drop I've ever seen. So it was good to see him. Arthur I've known for a number of years. Obviously everybody in the Shanahan tree is close. Enjoyed our conversations over the last few months and the one-on-one times we've had in the meeting rooms looking at film and talking about the offense.
What have you grown to appreciate about the city of Pittsburgh, and what are you looking forward to experiencing more now, living here and working?
I love the Greenfield Avenue area. Mike told me to say that. No, this is a blue-collar town. The history of this great area is building the structure of the country. So a lot of great people here. Great fan base. We played here over the years. They even got their own song they play, late in the third or in the fourth quarter. But it's a special place to play sports. Just great blue-collar people, and I'm excited to meet some of the fans along the way.
Hey, Aaron, what would winning
big winning a championship mean to you for all that you've accomplished at this point in your career?
That'd mean the 7th championship for the city, right? That'd be great.
Is there, internally though, is there drive for you that motivates you in terms of pursuing that?
I have a lot that motivates me, but this is about the love of the game. The game has given me so much over the years, and making peace with a nice long career.
Aaron, you mentioned the Shanahan offense a couple times. Is the familiarity already with this system part of what made this an attractive destination?
I mean, that was part of it. Yeah, I mean, I liked Arthur. Obviously, I've known Tom forever. A big attraction was Mike Tomlin. I've gone against him over the years. The way that the conversations went between him and I, between whatever it was in March or April, and the last Sunday when I called him, was some of the coolest conversations I've had in the game. Definitely with the head coach. So he's a big reason I'm here. I believe in him and excited to play for him.
What do you find makes you feel that way? Why do you say things are tough? What has he kind of showed you or rubbed off on you?
Well, I mean, we've had some great conversations, and I just appreciated the way that he treated me throughout the process.
What do you know of DK Metcalf and Pat Barnum's game that you decided to work with them as pass rushers?
DK's been blowing me up for a while. We got to get together out west, but I've gone against him a number of times. He's big, athletic, fast, got great hands, ball skills. But the thing that really excites me the most is his character. I think he's a high character guy. I was teasing him the first conversation we had. He said, "Yes, sir," like 10 times. I said, "Is that because I'm 41?" He said, "No, that's how I talk." So I like his whole personality and his approach and the way he is on the field, his professionalism. Pat's been blowing me up mostly on DMs and on the gram, but I've had respect for his game for a while too. He was just teasing me about 2-minute starters there at the end, but I like the opportunity to work with all the guys in the tight end room. There's a lot of guys with different skill set. I told Darnell today I haven't had a tight end like him since Mercedes, and Mercedes all-time great. Darnell is like a young Mercedes, able to do things in the passing game, dominate the line of scrimmage. Connor had a really nice day-to-day, I thought, making plays. So there's a lot of guys in that room with great skill sets.
Aaron, do you anticipate having another workout with any of the guys between now and training camp?
I do. I just got to get him. I got to try and convince him to come out to Malibu, California. It's going to be a tough sell, I think. Tough sell.
Did you respond to Pat's DMs on?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Aaron, did you do your meeting here earlier in the year? Did you leave with any material just to study what they do or anything like that?
No, I just got in my Malibu and took off.
Aaron, as you were going through your process this offseason, how much did you consider maybe other organizations as you were weighing all your options, or when you decided that you were going to return the season, was Pittsburgh really, the choice that you had?
I think there was conversations with other organizations for sure, but again, the rapport that fell in between me and Mike made it to where, as I was going through my personal stuff, there wasn't any other option for me. It was here and not play.
Aaron, at the end of your documentary, you said you're at the point in your career you don't feel like you need to prove anything to anyone but yourself. What do you want to prove to yourself this year?
I said that in my documentary. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy the game. The game's given me a ton. It's hard to think of anything in my life that's positive that wasn't impacted by directly or indirectly by playing this game. So just want to give love back to the game, enjoy it, pass on my knowledge to my teammates, and try and find ways to help lead the team.
Aaron, I don't think you took any team reps today. Is that the plan the next couple of days? And how much was it learning? You have the helmet up, you're listening to the play call. How much learning today on the field watching?
I can't stand the helmet. I've worn a shut for 20 years, and somehow it finally didn't pass the safety standards. But no, I'm just going through the script. Like Tom's giving me a script so I can follow along, trying to listen to the plays in my helmet, then say them back and then read it. So for me, the more times that I write it or read it or hear it, the more it kind of sticks in. Again, a lot of stuff is stuff I've done before, but there's some new terms and new types of motion words and different stuff. So I'm learning. I'm gonna go through the individual stuff. I think that's what Mike wants me to do. And I told Mike, he wants me to practice, I'll practice. But I think he said he just wants me to stick to the individual until I got the offense down.
They got to find a new helmet.
Shit, I hope so.
It's been 9 years since this fan base saw a playoff win. Do you feel you're that person that can help this team get over that hump?
We're day one of minicamp for me, so I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Aaron, a lot's been made about the ring on your left ring finger. Is that an Oura ring or anything else? That wedding ring? Anything?
Yeah, it's a wedding ring.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long ago?
It's been a couple months.
A few more here, a few more.
You talked a lot about getting acclimated. Is there any trepidation over missing the OTAs, not being here for OTAs, and then getting the no process now?
No.
You talked in your documentary about
Sweet, 2 documentary questions. All right. About what?
about mentoring Jordan Love.
Yeah.
That you wanted to do for him kind of what you didn't have with Brett Favre. Are you looking forward to doing the same thing with Will Howard here?
I am. Will's a good kid. We've got to talk a little bit. I thought he did really well today. You know, he seems pretty bright. Not too big for him. Going through the progressions really well. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be with him every single day and every single meeting. Found my seat next to him today in the offensive meeting. Whether or not that sticks, right next to Will Howard. So I'm gonna help him out as much as I can.
Has he told
Two
you
more.
that he was 3 years old when you got drafted?
Not yet, but I'm sure he will.
Aaron, how much,
Last one here.
How much freedom do you anticipate to Audible to use your helmet experience, kind of take over when you see fit?
I don't understand that last term, take over when I see fit. I mean, I've called some 2 minutes over the years. But the idea that somehow I need to or have spent most of my career playing outside of an offensive system is just not correct. So I'm going to learn the offense, and Arthur and I are going to talk a bunch this summer. And if there's things that I like that I'd like to see in the offense, Arthur, I'm sure, is going to put it in. But he knows how to call a game. I know how to get us in the right spot based on what's called. There's 2 or 3 plays called in the huddle sometimes. My job is to get us in the right play.
All right, thanks, Aaron.